Before we dive deep, do me a favor, hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss a coin treasure I uncover. Today I have something extremely rare and fascinating for you, the South Africa 1992 cents coin. If you think old coins are just metal and history, you'll want to stick around, because the story behind this little piece will surprise you. Now, when I first held this coin in my hand, I felt a chill. Not because it's heavy or gold, but because it's a time capsule, a small relic from a country in a turbulent era. Let me paint the scene for you. In 1990, South Africa was still under the shadow of apartheid. There was resistance, there was unrest, but also the beginnings of transformation. Every coin minted in that period carries with it whispers of struggle, hope, and change. And this 2 cents coin was part of everyday life, passing through countless palms, gathering scratches, stories, and scuff marks. A few technical facts first, this coin is catalogued under KM number 83. It's made primarily of bronze, weighs about 4 grams, and measures roughly 22.45 millimeters in diameter. That's about the size of a modern US penny. The minting that year was not incredibly limited, around 215 million pieces were struck. That means most of them circulated heavily, and surviving pieces in good condition are much rarer than you'd think. Veronum.com. On one side, you see the South African coat of arms, the bilingual legend, South Africa/SUID Africa, and the motto, Ex Unitate Veres, from unity, strength. On the other side is the image of a wildebeest, emblematic of the land, wild and untamed. That design connects the land, the people, and the era. Here's where it gets interesting. Most of these coins today trade in the range of 70 cents to $2.20 USD, depending on condition, whether it's well worn, lightly circulated, or almost uncirculated. Veronum.com. Some dealers list better specimens for up to $13 or so, especially those certified or in special condition, or coins plus one. That might not sound like much, after all, for pennies or cent coins, that's expected. But the real value is in the story, the rarity, the condition, and the thrill of holding history. Imagine showing your grandkids a coin that's 35 years old, minted in a time when the world looked very different. Let me walk you through how collectors judge value. First, condition. A heavily worn coin with scratches, dents, and corrosion will fetch little, maybe just face value to someone who collects for nostalgia. But a mint state or near mint specimen, sharp edges, full relief on the design, no major blemishes, that's when collectors pay attention. Second, rarity in circulation today. Even though many were minted, surviving coins in great shape are fewer. Many got lost, melted, thrown away, or damaged over time. Third, provenance and certification. A coin authenticated by a reputable grading service carries premium value. Imagine you find one in a dusty jar, untouched yet with sharp detail. That's the moment dreams are made of. For men aged 55 to 65 and beyond, many of you lived through great changes. You watched kingdoms fall, borders shift, politics change. You remember when small coins mattered. This is your chance to recapture that feeling, the thrill of discovery, of preserving a piece of legacy. Let me tell you a quick story. I once held a coin, ordinary in looks, but beautifully preserved. A collector offered to buy it on the spot. He said, "You're not just holding metal, you're holding time." I realized then, coins like this carry emotion as much as alloy. Imagine telling your friends, "I own a 1990 South African 2 cents, and watching their eyes light up, knowing you have something special. It's not just for collectors, it's for people who respect history, who feel connected to the past. Now, I know what you might be thinking, can this coin ever reach a huge value? In a perfect world, yes. But realistically, even the finest specimens don't command thousands, yet, unless there's a unique variant or era, which can skyrocket value. Some people claim outrageous figures for coins, even tens or hundreds of thousands, but those are rare exceptions or wishful speculation. I've seen some wild claims, but here, I'll be grounded, honest, and inspiring. So here's the bottom line, folks. If you come across a 1992 cents in near perfect condition, graded and certified, you could hold something that fetches in the double-digit to low triple-digit dollar realm among serious collectors. But if you find a well-worn version, it's still a beautiful memento with historical worth. Now, I promised you something bold at the end, so here it is. I want you to imagine this coin, preserved for decades, hidden in a vault, rediscovered in the future. Who's to say that, in 50 or 100 years, that same piece, the same metal, the same design, the same story, won't be worth not hundreds or thousands, but perhaps $8 million in a Hall of Fame auction.